In this tutorial we're going to have a look at some of the ways to use the crop tool, and we're starting with a picture of a small bird, and as you can see the bird is quite small in the frame with a lot of empty space around it, so we can use the crop tool to focus in on this part of the image and crop away what we don't want. So if we click on this, which is the crop tool, and you'll notice the cursor changes to show you you're using the crop tool. And very simply just draw a rectangle by holding down the left hand mouse button and pulling out. You can move that around, again holding down the left mouse button whilst your cursor is inside the box, and you can move the box around to suit you and make it bigger. Use the grab boxes there to pull out sides, and okay, we'll just crop it at that. Very simple. Once you're happy with the positioning, if you right click within the boxed area and select crop, and that will crop your image, which is now ready for any further processing that you want to do. Obviously the image size is smaller now as you've cut away from the original and just left this bit here. So that's one way of using the crop tool. Another way of using the crop tool is to resize an image. So if we go back to the original image, using the crop tool I can resize it here. For example, if I want it to be resized for web use, let's say 800 pixels across the width with a height of 533 pixels on the height and 72 pixels an inch for web use. And now when I crop it, I no longer have the grab bars to pull it out. I'm in this fixed ratio, and if I cover the whole photo and then crop it, the image is now resized to 800 times 533 pixels. If we look at that, it clearly shows 800 533. So that's another use of the crop tool to resize. And yet another use of it, if we go back to the original image and just make it a little bit smaller so I've got some room to work in. If I go back to the crop tool and clear everything there, I've set the background colour here to black, and if I draw the crop tool across the entire image and then pull the box out past the image, about the same amount on all sides, and then right click inside the box and click crop, and you have a very quick way of putting a rough border around the image. That one is a little bit rough. Obviously take your time with it and try and get the sides accurate, or you could just do plain simple top and bottom. As I say, that's a very quick way of putting a simple border on there. So useful tool.